So before we get started, I just want to go over the deck list here with you guys. I didn't include it in the last video just because it was already over 40 minutes and I didn't want to make it any longer. So I'm back at it again with Bonney, and I'm going to show you the deck list and kind of go over some of the cards here. I did make one small change, which is I just cut this from 3 to 2 and put Barto to 4, just because the deck needs more counter and blocker, and just 2 of each of these guys is pretty much all that you need. The main strategy of how I play Bonney is, as you probably saw, is I just sit behind Kid, and I just take all my life and sit behind Kid, and I just play out these little chump blockers and just sacrifice them. With using Bonney's effect, your opponent's more than likely just going to get one big attack per turn, and you just chump block it, which is nice, and Rosie keeps the Kid alive from KO effects. That's the main strategy. Of course, there's the sword and shield, right? Having both of these out is extremely difficult for your opponent to deal with, because they're not going to be able to kill you because this is your shield, and then you're going to start killing them or controlling the board with your sword, which is Zoro. This is like a mini sword because you can rest 2 cards and start controlling board 2. So this is a great card. So just being able to just have as much 2Ks as possible and chump blockers and this event here that helps you counter out more. That's basically just the whole deck for how I play. Just idealistically turn 2 to Rouge and then into Hawkins, and then by turn 8 you have a little bit more choices here. You could probably go into a Hody if you can have it, play Cavendish out, maybe another Rouge, and then when you probably, because you don't want to play this on 8 because it's not doing anything on 8, you probably play this on 10. You probably want to play this first, then play this instead of the other way around, just because once you get to 10, you're probably aggressively taking your life, and you just don't want to, accidentally die. So you always want to play this out before this, but you want to play it out on 10 so you can use its ability and cheat out a blocker. And then you can kind of, once this is out, all your cards can start attacking. Rouge can attack, Hawkins can attack, because you don't have to worry about them dying because this has to go first. And then if you have like a Rosie to chump block, or a Barto, which also can be cheated out, which I really like this card a lot. It's a supernova, so it's searchable with the pizza and the Bonney. And since it's a 4K, Law can't just bottom deck it as easily. They do need to commit cards to shrink it to bottom deck it. So I think this is a great blocker to have for the deck. That's basically the whole strategy. Now you do have to change it depending on what deck you're playing. It's a little flexible, right? You can start playing maybe a more aggressive style with just the Hodys and the Zoro, and keep yourself alive with the blockers, like the Blazo Hawkins blockers. Because if you're playing against black, the Kid's gonna die instantly, so it's just not really a valuable strategy when playing against black, unless you're able to just really grind out the game and get them to as few cards as possible, then drop this, and then they might not be able to deal with it, but most times it's not a very valuable strategy. I would say black's definitely this deck's hardest matchup. The other matchup you probably can't do this as effectively would be blue, just because of pudding. So if you take all your life and then they pudding you by like turn 4, and you go from like 8 cards to 5 cards, you're not going to have as much resources to keep your Kid alive. And they also could just red rocket, which is also another card that just gets rid of Kid. So that strategy isn't as effective against blue either. Of course, you can kind of play around the pudding a little bit by just keeping your hand size around, like, I would say 7 or below. I don't think people are going to waste pudding just to get 2 cards out of your hand. And if you do, you feel okay about that because they wasted 4 Dawn to get rid of 2 cards, which is kind of a bad investment for them. The red rock sucks, but 6 Dawn to get rid of this is, again, you can live with that, especially if you have another one, you can just drop it again. You just want to make sure that you're not as aggressive with your life taking, maybe counter out every now and then. Just kind of keep your hand size 7 and below, and you should be okay. Because as soon as they get to no resources, which blue will get to no resources quicker than you do, because you occur more than they with your Bonney and your searching, and you drop this on them, you can just bring it right back. You can swing the game right back to your tempo, especially if you have both of these guys, the Zoro, the Sword and Shield. And now is a harder matchup, but I still think it's still possible with with the play style. If there's dropping aces, I would say just keep an L at 2, right? That's the general rule of thumb for this set. Just keep them at 2 so their aces don't get rushed. And then if they do have 2 aces, if you have leader ability, they only really have, again, one big swing that they're realistically doing, which is gonna just get chunk blocked. They could Rygo and they could Cat, put this away, and that does suck, and it does happen. It's just one of those games you just kind of have to feel it out. But the strategy, I think, still kind of stands against yellow. So black is definitely the hardest color to deal with this deck. You kind of rely more on your Hawkins just because they can't deal with it. Go wide and start kind of grinding them out. That's what this deck does best, is just grinding out. And there's only one other deck to compete with, which is a Nell that can outgrind you. But any other deck you should be able to outgrind. So that's the deck list, and I'm gonna play a couple more games with you guys. Here we go, our hardest matchup. Love to see it. We'll keep just because we got Aruj and Hawkins. We don't have a bunch of belts though. Maybe we got a Bonney. Let's see here. Okay, he's got Annie's lobby. Great, happy for him, truly. Search Hawkins, great card in this matchup. Turn 6. Okay, let's see what he wants. Okay, so for 4, he's not really doing anything great. He's just swinging. No card action. I take. Well, cool. We got a kid. Probably not gonna live though, so might not play it. I have no idea what he's gonna play for 4. I think he plays like Rebecca. Grab back Kaku. Plays nothing. 6. We're gonna play Aruj, so it can just die. But we need to start getting resources out of his hand. Hawkins is coming down for sure next turn. Just swinging. I'll be at 7, so I'll just swing 5 Hawkins and leave it Dawn up. This Becca's getting arrested. Bam. That Rebecca's dying. I'll take. Kaku kills. It's fine. Oh, swing into this Rebecca. Play Hawkins. Oh no, 2 kids. This is like the matchup where I don't care to have kid. I mean, I'll still probably play him just to make sure he gets the resources out of his hand. Maybe he can't get rid of 2 back to back. All right, let's see what he wants to do about this Hawkins. I assume he's probably gonna swing 7, which I'll just probably take. Rest his leader. Okay, cool. I think we will this and then block, and then he doesn't have anything with rush. Pretty sure he doesn't have anything with rush. And then if he plays anything to try to KO it, my character will just get rested. It's not dying. You're not getting rid of this card. I might just double up. So he has Moria. He picked no cards. Yeah, but he drew Kaku from trash. Oh, Zoro's perfect. Is it Zoro perfect? I don't know. It might just die. He has how many cards in hand? 7 with 4 in life still. So it's. How do I plan on getting rid of this? I think I need more Dawn. Right, 6 because I gotta keep a Dawn up. So we'll get a 2k out of his hand. Or maybe he just blocks. And then we just play another Hawkins. Moria is kind of annoying. What do you do? Can we flip? Okay. Hawkins. Next turn, we can play Kid. And then play out a Barto. I don't know how I don't know how much it'll work. So he has to swing with Moria first. He just absolutely has to. Okay, yeah, he has to swing with Moria first. Here we'll take draw a card. 2K, pretty good. And then if he just swings 5, we'll block. So he's probably not sure what to do just because he can't play any of his cards to get rid of this. But I'm going to give him something he can get rid of. Okay, just big swing. Makes sense. I'll take... Oh, we can play Rosie out. That's perfect. So then we're just going to do 7, 7. We'll do 7. No, we'll do 6, 7, 7. Start getting cards out of his hand. And then play this with the Rosie. And Rosie can save it. Sweet. Let me just make sure that works. Oh no, I have to keep the Dawn up, so it'll just be 7, 7, 7. So we'll do 5. See what he wants to do. If he wants to take or give me a card. I don't see why he wouldn't. He's got 4 life. He gave me a card. That's great. It's perfect. That's what I want from you. Please continue to block. And then Rosie, and then boom. Now he could just KO them both, I think. Or I guess he could kill this first and then KO this. We'll see. We'll see what he wants to do. Let's see what he chooses to do. This is such a hard matchup, especially because he got the lobby and he's got Moria. So as always, he has to swing with Moria first or he just loses the attack. Oh, you can just play Stussy too. I can just get absolute Stussy and just kills this Spandam and just kills this. But then again, Rosie can protect it. So thank God for this card. I don't know how many I play. I should be playing 4. I'm pretty sure I play 4. I don't see why I wouldn't. It's a great card. But let's see what he wants to do. He's probably contemplating. Maybe just swings 10 and then I rest this and then he just throws everything else here. If he swings 10, I'd probably counter out. Because if I just... See, he's probably gonna swing 10, hoping that I just block, and then he just throws everything on here and swings at it. So I'm not gonna just do that. No block. We'll counter out of a sweet 10. We're probably playing a Rouge next turn, although Bonney would be great there to keep this stunned. But I want to keep reoccurring. Oh, but you know what? If I have to use this blocker, if I end up not using this blocker this turn, then Zoro comes down. If I have to use this blocker, then Barto comes down with a Rouge. And then we're just swinging big on his ward. That's probably what I'm thinking is going to happen. So... again, I'll 2K out. If I can keep this alive... Was he playing Kaku? Just gonna KO it? Maybe I should have. Dang. Maybe I should have just blocked with it. We have this event though. That's pretty nice. Okay, so then just big swings. I can't kill this. So how much Dawn is this? 7. Oh, I can use all 10 of my Dawn. So 7, that gives me 3 Dawn left. 1, 1. I'll go 8, 8. That's 9. That gives me 1 Dawn left for this kid. Okay. Sounds like a plan. So we'll go 8. If he just lets it die off rip, then we'll just stack this up. Okay, he just lets it die. So this is 7. He gives me 2 Dawn. So swing 10 into Moria? Right? Yes. I wonder if I swing... Yeah, I think I'll do that first. And then... just block if he doesn't have a 2K. I kind of want to get him out of cards. I think I will just play until I get him out of cards. I don't really threaten too much. I want to kind of get him out of resources, and then I can start going for his life. So again, he still has to attack with this Moria first, which will just then block with Kaku. Well, we'll rest the Kaku. And depending on how much he swings for, I mean, we're running out of cards, unfortunately. But we do still have 3 blockers. I really need a Bonney. Really need a Bonney. The only thing that sucks, though, is if I do play Bonney. Okay, so he's Stussies. Okay, so I don't have Rosie anymore to just protect him. We do have another kid, though. So that's A-okay with me. I'll do this. To rest. This. Take. We have another one. Again, this is such a hard matchup. Just because they could just obliterate kid. Rosie, really. If you're going to play the kid, you just need the Rosie. And if you just swing 6, 5, whatever, I'm just blocking for free. Next turn, kid comes down. Bam. Ba-bam. Oh my god, we got another one. There's just nothing I can do about this, right? I guess I could just start swinging on him now. So maybe one extra Dawn. So then we'll do 6, 7, 7. Keep these 2 up. Just hope he doesn't have another Stussy. Or have enough cards to actually do something. Maybe I should have went on an attack. Maybe I should have went to attack him last turn. That might have been my fault. Oh, we are getting cards out of his hand, though. Do I have to worry about dying? Should I go after? No, let's keep pushing face. Face is the place, as they say. Did he play something to kill this? It's fine. So I got another one. And we send the Dawn. Okay. So he's gonna have one big attack. He might just kill it again. But if he just does Stussy just to kill it, then he can't. Then that's all of his Dawn. And then he'd have 1, 2, 3 attack. Okay, let's see what he wants to do. I have 3 blockers to his 3 attacks. I have 2 blockers to his 3 attacks. And I only have 5, 6K in counter. So let's see what he wants to do. And then he'll have 2 life to my 3 attacks. Let's see. Let's see what he chooses to do. This can come down to the wire. So he's already got 3. This is 2, 5. This is 6. So he's automatically in Lucci range. He just needs to have a Moria. But he doesn't have a Lucci in trash. So he can play Kaku, I guess. Okay, so he just needs... No, he can't... He has to swing first with this. In which case I just rest his Gecko. If he wants to play Lucci. He could play Moria, but then he has to overlay some of these bodies, so he's gonna lose a body. And whenever he swings with first, I'll just rest in the other one. Let me see, how do I want to do this? Okay, so he's opting for the Lucci play, it looks like. So this is 3 though. So he needs to shrink it one more time. This guy doesn't. This guy messed up. Oh, wait, never mind. He got it right. I don't... Wait, what did he do? What did he do? What did he do? How did he get -3 on it again? Oh, he had another Tempest kicked. And then what? 7, 8? Oh, I think I live. And then 7, 2 and 1. Oh man, this is coming down to the wire. Can I kill him? Probably not. Okay, 4 cards in hand. This is 2, 2 to make it 9. Gives me 6, so 9, 9, 11. And he has 6 cards in hand. 8, 8, 8, 12. 8. Oh, he quit! No, buddy, you didn't need to do that. You didn't. I could have messed that up. No, no. I mean, he didn't have it. So if I would have done 9, he would have gotten 1, then 9. He would only have 1, 2, 3, 4 encounters, so 11 would come. No, you didn't need to do that. No, let me play it out. Okay, whatever. GG's.